All right, welcome back to Market Day Report. I'm Scott Schulte, otherwise known as the Cow Guy. Thanks for tuning in. If you're just tuning in, and it's been worth it to be with us all day. We got loads to talk about. So without wasting any more of your time, let's take a look at that corn table because these markets are your money. Let's see. Look at that. That's pretty good going, isn't it? 14.5 cents higher in that March contract, 6.35 even. Penny and a half off the highs, 15 cents higher in May at 6.36 3/4. All right, one for one. We'll take it. Soybeans, what do we have going on over there? Much the same, actually a little bit better. 28.5 cents higher in that March contract to 15.82 even. We had been about 7.5 cents higher than that even. So May up 28 cents as well, 15.85 and a half. What about wheat in Chicago? What does that look like? The Chicago wheat market is higher, in sympathy probably here. 6 cents higher in that March contract in Chicago. 7.69 1/4 is last. But again, we have been about 7 cents higher there too. May up 6 cents as well. 7.76 is the last print in May. All right, let's see about the hard red wheat in Kansas City. 5 1/4 cents higher in March, 7.91 even. May is up 6 cents, 7.95 and a half. All right, that's some good going too. And then let's move on over to Minneapolis and see what they've got going on. And that spring wheat in Minneapolis, again, they've got some decent gains over there. 7 1/4 cents higher in March, 9.20 1/4 is last, 9.17 and a half is last in May, which is also up 7 cents. We'll take a quick drive-by peek at what's happening in cotton. It was lower, it still is. 115 points in that March contract at 125.59, close to the lows there. We'll keep an eye on that one for you. All right, let's bring in Todd Horowitz from Bubba Trading. Todd is either in Chicago or Las Vegas. It looks like he's in Chicago, and he does have a Chicago background today. That's very nice. All right, Todd, it's a good day to be in this chair because I get to talk a lot about good news. It's pretty much a lot of green on the screen. What are your thoughts? And I don't hear anything. Okay, well, I'll ad-lib until he comes back. Let's take a look at what's happening in other markets around because we do get influence every now and again. I'm not saying we are this time, but every now and again we do see an influence from other prices. So let's take a look and see what the stock market's doing today. It's not doing a lot last I checked, and there you go. There's proof. March, the stocks are off about 38 ticks in that Dow futures. That has been on either side. Apparently we do have Todd back here, so I'm going to switch back over and see if he's there. Todd, you there?
I'm here. I'm here. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. No problem.
I got lost in Chicago.
Well, a lot of green on the screen. What are your thoughts today?
I think we're going a lot higher. You know, you and I talked about it on Friday, and I think that this is just the start. I think there's a chance to see much higher prices. And, I mean, there's a lot of reasons for it. But, again, people are looking for places to put money. We've got big demand. You've got weather issues. So everything is leaning towards higher prices. And I think you're going to continue to see these prices be volatile, but at the end of the day, they're going to move higher. And I think, you know, that's what we should look for. The weakest of the links right now is wheat. But of course, wheat came right off the bottoms as it should have. So I think we're going significantly higher. And I could see a 7 handle in front of corn, and I could see a 16, 17 handle in front of beans. I wouldn't be at all surprised.
No, I mean, it's, you know, I'm getting more and more used to those types of calls. We've had some analysts on like yourself, and they've said something similar, maybe even a little higher than that too, Todd. So maybe that's the sentiment going forward. We've got a USDA report on Wednesday, WASDE Wednesday. Are you looking for anything to come out of that?
No, I don't think so. I think the markets are pretty in tune to what is expected. And you know that pretty much that action will be priced in, and it'll probably be overpriced to whatever the report should be. If it's supposed to be a little bit of a bearish report, I think it'll be overpriced to the downside. We should get a big spike. And if it's supposed to be a bullish report, we'll probably be higher in and get a little bit of a sell-off off the WASDE report. But I don't think I think it'll have zero effect. I think basically everybody kind of knows what it's going to be. And I think we continue to move higher no matter what the WASDE comes out as on Wednesday.
All right. Stay right there. Don't touch a thing. It's all working perfect. We're going to go away, pay some bills, and come back and talk livestock with Todd Bubba Horowitz in Chicago after this. All right, welcome back to Market Day Report. I'm Scott Schulte, otherwise known as the Cow Guy, and you reach me or not watch me on the Cow Guy Close, 1 Central, 2 Eastern. I'm going to keep plugging that away, but we're doing well. I'd love to have you join us. You can give me your feedback at thecowguy@rfdtv.com. How about that? Let me know what your thoughts are, or at Scott the Cow Guy, Twitter. A lot of you reached out. That's been great stuff. Thank you. Good or bad, it's been nice to get all those comments because we're here for you, and we have to make sure that we cater to your needs. And unless we know them, it gets hard. All right, how about live cattle? Let's bring up that live cattle table, see what's happening over there. Kind of a quiet one, but we're on the better side of quiet. How about 17 cents higher in Feb at 142.22? April's up 22 cents to 147.10. So really tight ranges, really small changes. That means it's been kind of quiet in the live cattle market. How about feeders? We've got a big, strong corn board, but this could be a lot lower. This is not that bad considering March is down 75 cents and the feeders in Chicago. 165.35 is last. We've got April off 95 cents at 170.47. And then lastly, let's take a look at lean hogs. Lean hogs were better the last time we checked, and they continue to be that way. April's up $2.67 to 102.75. May up $2.47 to 106.15. All right, let's bring back in Todd Horowitz from Bubba Trading in Chicago. Todd, what do you think about those livestock prices?
I think they look great, Scott. I mean, you after you make new highs, which we did last week, you'd expect to be a little bit softer, and we're really not. I mean, feeder cattle are a little bit softer with the price of corn, but certainly, as you just said, could be much worse. Hogs and fat cattle are slightly higher. In fact, hogs are more than slightly higher. I think they look great. I think we're going higher, and I don't see anything in their way, with the exception of the things we've been worried about all along. But right now, prices are moving along nicely, and I think they continue to work their way up.
How about the WAS report on Wednesday? Anything that you maybe worried about there? I mean, we're going into that report with pretty high prices. That's my only issue.
No, I understand, but I think high prices are relative, and relative to inflation, they're not very high prices, and I think that's something that we have to remember, that everything else is skyrocketing versus cattle is not skyrocketing. It's higher and it's near its highs, but there's certainly enough room to go higher, and I would say that WASDE would have zero effect on these cattle.
All right, well, we'll keep an eye on that stuff. Thank you very much. That's Todd Horowitz from Bubba Trading. He's coming to us from Chicago. I'm going to bring it back to Nashville so I can throw it over to Janet.